Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, as you can see from the thumbnail, I'm going to be making a really beautiful Aries themed nail set for someone's birthday. So I'm using these two colors as my base. I did already do the base off camera because I wasn't originally going to record this nail set, but I did one layer of number 17 first, and then I did two layers of number 26 on top. Both of these gel polishes are from Bling Supply. They are my favorite nude colors ever. All their nude colors are the best. I talk about them really often on my channel, but I like to repeat it just in case anyone's new. And the thing I like about them is that they are not rubber based gels. So they are not thick and hard to work with. They are easy to layer and very smooth and easy to apply. And that is always something I've struggled with when trying to find base colors that I actually like. I've tried literally every brand under the sun, especially from Amazon. I've tried so many, and I only use two brands of nude gel polishes for my nails. All the nails I make, and it is Bling Supply number 1, and then Rhinestone from Amazon number 2. So those are the only brands I use. And yeah, so I am going in with a pink French tip for this nail set. So this is actually a freestyle, but I will put any inspo photos that I do have as we go along making the nail set. This day, I told you I wasn't going to record it just because I didn't really know what I had in mind. But as soon as I actually realized what I wanted to do, I was like, you know what, I'm going to record this just because I feel like they might like it. So all she told me was she really wants silver and gold and pink. She loves pink and silver and gold. She loves rhinestones, and she wanted it to be very Aries themed. It's for her birthday. So I am doing a pink French for all of the nails. I needed something that could be cohesive and still work with a variety of different designs. She told me that every nail does not have to be the same, and she did send me an inspo photo for some 3D lettering that she wanted, so I did decide to put that on the nail. It was a freestyle, so I did have the option, but I asked her, I was like, okay, do you want that? I can put that, because I never did anything like that before, and it's always good to learn something new, you know what I mean? Even though that isn't technically considered freestyle, because she did send me something she wanted after the fact, but I agreed to it because of the fact that I know it could advance my skills, and I'm really glad I tried it out this time because I really struggled with this design, and I don't know how I can do it better next time. Probably I would probably do a different type of method, but we'll get to that once it comes to it. I was really struggling this day with the shakiness of my hands. A lot of you guys will tell me that I make it look easy, anytime I do nail art tutorials or videos, even on TikTok or here on YouTube, and I struggle so much, you guys. Sometimes there's just days where I just can't get it together, and I just struggle a little more, and my French tips, I just feel like they're not coming out perfect. And today was kind of one of those days, so I did as many French tips as I could on camera, and then I had to just do the rest off camera because staying in frame and staying in one specific position on my nail desk is very challenging on days when I'm struggling to paint things correctly, if that makes sense. And for this pink color, I just mixed together two pink colors that I have, random pink colors with some white gel polish. So I wanted to get a pink. It looks a little more muted on camera, actually, more like a light pink. If you want a color that looks exactly like this color here on camera right now, this color is a color like this that I have in my collection is Baby Rose from Baby Rose from Nail Reserve LA. Nail Reserve has really incredible pigmented gel polishes, but I'm running out of that one. I barely have any left in the bottle. That's why I custom made this pink to pink I felt like she would like. So I didn't want it to be so pastel, but in the camera it honestly looks a little more pastel than it actually is in person. I think it's because of the white background. It's kind of getting a little washed out. That's why, I don't know, I go back and forth on what I want my background to be like. Sometimes I like just making the nail sets raw and real and just doing it on my nail desk. You guys might know from my videos, my nail desk is just a gray, I don't know, a granite countertop type of rock thing. I don't really know how to explain it, but it's connected to my desk, and then sometimes I go back and forth and I want to just keep it like that, and just I feel like it makes the nails more true to what they actually look like, but then I want the background to look very clean, so then I go in and put a piece of paper as the background. But I don't know why right now while I'm watching this back, I'm I feel like it kind of washes out the camera. I don't know how to explain it. It just makes it to where the colors don't look as real as they usually do, as true to real life, if that makes sense. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I like the clean look, but I'm really struggling with that right now. I don't know what to do. If you guys have any opinions on what you prefer, or if you have no preference at all, that would be helpful to know as well. But I just want everything to be like a little more aesthetic for you guys. I know I just literally most of the time just like literally click my phone and press record. I never think too much about it, and I think that's what a lot of you guys like, that I don't try to like make everything so perfect. I just literally make the nails and show you guys how I'm doing it. But sometimes I want to make it a little more aesthetic. Like today I'm wearing gloves and I feel like that looks way cleaner, and I'm definitely going to continue to wear gloves, and I'll explain to you guys why. But anyway, at this point I had already done the French off camera, and I did already cure it, and then I went in and wiped all the nails with alcohol and a lint-free wipe. And then after that was done, I did buff as well off camera. So I buffed all of the nails because these nails are going to have a lot of chrome detail. And then I picked up, sorry you guys, the sirens. Then I picked up my Macar 4-in-1 Luxe Gel thing. It's from Amazon. It's what I use for mostly every single 3D thing that I do. But I don't know why I was thinking that this is what they probably used in the inspo photo. Let me insert the inspo photo here before I forget. So this is the inspo that she sent me that she wanted it to look like, as far as like the 3D lettering, and it was like, it looks really perfect in the inspo. So shout out to that person that created that or did that nail set. But it was actually very extremely difficult. I wanted to have like a smooth application and the letters to be perfectly bubble, like perfectly rounded, but it was like, I found that to be almost impossible because of the fact that the gel was not sticking to the nail. And I think it was because I decided to buff the nails first, but how else would I get it to stick? You know what I mean? Like, if I didn't buff the nails first, then I wouldn't be able to apply chrome on top. So I was really struggling with this. I did not know where I went wrong to where it just wasn't sticking onto the nail. I was thinking maybe I'm gonna have to get one of those matte top coats to where the chrome can be easily applied on top, and just like you just like brush it off. But I don't know what top coat to use. I've tried a few different ones and they don't work for me when applying chrome. So if you guys have like a favorite chrome that you guys use specifically for chrome isolation, let me know. I heard some people saying that the Gaioi one from Amazon is good for that, and if you guys agree, please let me know, because I need to get one ASAP for designs like this. And hopefully the 3D gel sticks to a matte top coat rather than a buffed out nail, because it was not sticking to a buffed out nail at all. So that was the struggle I was having. But you could see I'm just rolling out the product, and I'm trying not to use too much product because I don't want the letters to be so gigantic. I forgot to mention these are coffin shaped nails. I am using the long coffin from apres. Sorry if you guys hear that, my cat's feeders are going off. But basically I just was struggling, and you can see here it's like I have to press it down for the actual putty to stick, and then it gets a little stuck on my gloves. Well, I like it because it usually doesn't stick to my gloves a lot, but today it was like not functioning, and you can see me really struggling. I was like, oh my gosh, I have to press it down, but then if I press it down, then it loses its shape, and it's like 3D shape, it loses it. So I think next time I might just have to use some Macar Rhinestone gel and just make it 3D like that, or not buff the nail, but then I don't know how I would make it chrome. So I really need your guys' opinion. I wish there was like a really good quality, really gold mirrored chrome gel that would solve all my problems, but as long as we have to use powder, it is not going to work out. But I actually do use a chrome gel that is gold later in this video. Well, I think I don't get it on camera because I do it off camera, but I'll explain to you guys what I mean. But yeah, I'm basically just writing out Aries with the 3D putty. Sorry, I'm like rambling, but I was also going to say I am going to be using gloves from now on because I'm really scared, you guys. I think I might be getting contact dermatitis a little bit on one of my nails. So the other day, or like 2 weeks ago, I was making some homemade broccoli cheddar soup, and I was cutting up broccoli and I sliced through my thumbnail. It's my left hand, so if you guys like see my left hand at all, and my thumb, yeah, you probably won't be able to see it that much, but I did slice straight through it, and like it was bleeding a lot, and I was panicking. Obviously I did not want to like rip the nail off, but it really scared me, and I was like, okay, I need to clean this off. So I cleaned it, disinfected my nail with alcohol, and then I went in and put some nail glue on there so that my actual nail like stays together, because part of it is lifting up because I sliced through it with the knife. So I was like, you know what, I need to put nail glue on this so that way it can stay together. And then I noticed that, you know, nail glue does not last forever. Like, nail glue is going to eventually wither away, as especially if you wash your hands a lot, and I wash my hands literally so much. So I was like, this nail glue is not working out, and I decided to apply like a thin layer of base coat gel over the nail so that that could be like more of a quote unquote permanent, semi-permanent solution for now, so that the base coat can hold my nail together where it's like broken. But I did that like 2 or 3 days later, like after the nail glue started withering away. And I don't know, but I feel like I might have not cured it properly or something. I did just cure it real quick with my like little lamp from apres, like the little handheld one, and I didn't really think it through. I was like, oh, it's base coat, like it cures fast. And then I wiped off the sticky layer with alcohol, and then I went on with my day. And now, like, around my nail, it's not anything serious, but like my skin is peeling, and that never happened to me before, like ever. Like, I wear press-ons with nail glue and that never happened. So I'm thinking either A, my skin is super dry, which I do have really dry skin, so it could be that. I'm like prone to getting eczema and stuff. I know this is like so freaking random, but you guys know sometimes I just tell you my random things. And I feel like, and I also do have really sensitive skin, so maybe applying so much nail glue like on that area, and I did get like a lot of my skin, like maybe that caused it. But I don't know, if you guys have had this happen to you, let me know, because I'm honestly kind of worried. Like, I don't want all of my skin to peel around my nail, and I don't know what's happening. Like, I'm not getting any reaction. It's not like itchy, there's no redness, nothing. It's just my skin is peeling, which could happen if my skin is dry. So I'm like, I don't know if that's what's causing it, but I need to be more careful and wear gloves. Some of you guys have literally told me this so many times, to wear gloves, because I never wear gloves in any of my videos. And I know it's just because they're so hard to work with for me. Like, right here, I'm really struggling wearing gloves and creating this Aries design. Like, you could see me here, I'm going through it. So I don't know, I was really worried about that, and so now I'm wearing gloves. That's basically the whole point of this whole ramble that I'm telling you guys. But anyway, I struggled with this S the most from every other letter, because the S is so like twisty curly, and the girl Delia, I think that's her name, from the original inspo photo, she did such a good job on the S, and hers looks super 3D. Like, I feel like she did use like 3D gel, but it was so hard for me because it wasn't sticking to the nails, and I had to use chrome powder. So I don't know what to do for next time, but basically this S was a little difficult. You could see here I finally learned, and I was like, let me just wipe the nail with alcohol really quick, or with acetone, and then hopefully it makes it like a little tacky somehow, so that way I can just stick on this S. But yeah, I'm basically rambling, and this is just what I had to do right here. So after this was all done, then I did cure it. So after I cured that, I made my first kind of mistake. So I'm pretty sure that McCart Rhinestone gel is, or not McCart Rhinestone gel, but this 3D putty gel is kind of no wipe a little bit, and I think that's why it doesn't stick to my gloves. And I could have just went right on top of this with the chrome, but I decided to try and top coat the letters with this top coat from Beetles that I've been liking. This was my first mistake. I don't know what happened, but it did not work. So the first thing I noticed once I put on the chrome powder was that it didn't fully become opaque. Like you could still see the clear gel underneath. That's what I meant by it didn't work. I think this gel just cures really quickly, and I barely put it in for a few, like 15 seconds, and it already was too over cured, if you know what I mean. So here I already started noticing that it wasn't working. So then I was just like, F it, let's just put this all over the cured 3D putty only, and you can see it's working way better, but it still wasn't exactly the look I was going for. So after this, I kind of realized that I need to go over it with a different type of top coat, a top coat that has always worked for me when it comes to chrome, and that is the original Beetles top coat. That one you cure it for like 20 seconds and it's perfect for chrome every time. And a really easy way to get any extra chrome off the nail is to just use a makeup wedge sponge. Make sure it's clean and dry, and it gets any extra chrome off really perfectly. So that's what I do to get off all the extra chrome from the outside of the letters. And you could see when I did that, the A and the R really lost their gold color. So it just wasn't working out. So then this is where I go in with the other Beetles top coat, and you'll see how much better it really works. Another small thing I did differently this time was rubbing on the chrome with the makeup wedge sponge, and then once the chrome was all rubbed in and it looks like how I wanted it, I grabbed a very tiny little cleanup brush and I went in with a little bit of acetone on all the little extra spots where maybe some top coat got and some chrome is like outside of the letters. This is a perfect way to clean it up. A really small brush and acetone will wipe it right off. That's why sometimes I prefer acetone instead of alcohol, because alcohol would not clean it off as well as acetone does. So acetone is just making the letters really nice, clean and crisp. It's one of my pet peeves when you can see like the chrome on areas where it's not supposed to be. Sometimes I know it's inedible and it's really hard to get perfect chrome application, but I always try my best to clean it up wherever I can. And then now I'm going in with some bedazzling. She loves bling, so I knew I had to add some bling onto this nail set, especially because it's her birthday. Like, you have to for your birthday. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, you just have to. So I went in with a little sporadic crystal placement, just tiny little stones in silver and some in gold. My favorite crystals are from Bluestreak crystals. I do have a code. It's just VAL in all capital letters. And yeah, so I love their crystals. They're so sparkly and they are very affordable as well. So I'm just going in and applying crystals all over the nails. And the glue that I'm using to apply these crystals is the Star Bond cyanacrylate glue. I get it on Amazon and I use the thick formula, the one that's in the red bottle. I do also have it in my storefront in case you guys need to see like specifically which one it is. But I've been loving it. It's literally the equivalent to the Nailsslayedbyval Bling adhesive, if you guys know what that is. If you guys do acrylics, you probably know what it is, but I know a lot of press-on girls probably don't know. I found out about Nailsslayedbyval's Bling adhesive from looking up acrylic nail videos back when I did clients. So that's how I know about that glue, and it is a really good long-lasting glue, and this is literally the exact same ingredients as that one. So same formula, and it's really affordable, so I love it, and it's easy to get on Amazon. And then now this is where I was telling you guys that I go in with some gold gel. I'm using the Sissi, SISSI is the brand, gold paint gel, molten metal gel, I think it's what it's called, or something like that. And it's actually a very nice, kind of true looking gold. Like, it's actually pretty good quality, and it's really nice and thick, which I like. So I'm using that to create little stars around some of the stones. I realized afterwards that I should have done the stars first, but it's okay, I'll do that on the next hand. And then once I put this hand into the lamp to cure, I immediately started working on the second hand. So the second hand had to be something a little different. She sent me this inspo that she really loved, this 3D gold little swirl thing. So I was like, you know what, this is perfect to incorporate on this nail. But I had an idea. I have an Aries charm that I've never had the chance to use, and I only have one of them. So I was like, this is literally the perfect opportunity to use up a charm that I only have one of. Like, it's really rare that you get that opportunity to do that. She did tell me that she did not mind if every nail was different or if the hands were different. So I knew I was not about to do that Aries again on this hand. I knew that was just like an accent hand that was like different. So I did the Aries on the other hand only, and I decided to do the 3D swirl that she really loved here on this hand, on this middle finger, and I want to place the Aries charm in the center. So as soon as she told me she loved that, I was like, okay, how can I incorporate that into the nail set that I'm making for her and still make it very cohesive and balanced. I like when the nail set looks like it should belong together, and I felt like this was absolutely perfect because the Aries charm has the bling that all the other nails have, and then the 3D gold swirls gives the 3D gold element that the other hand has with the Aries letters. So here I am putting some glue. I put a very generous amount, and now I'm applying the Aries charm right on top. And of course I do reinforce this afterwards with extra glue to make sure it stays on this nail. And yeah, so once that's done, I love the way it's turning out. Every time I use this glue, I forgot to mention, you do need to use like a glue dryer spray. I use the Hurry Up nail glue dryer, and you can get it on like eBay or something. But I like the way the 3D swirls turned out. It isn't something I would normally do on my freestyles. It's definitely not something I would gravitate towards, just because I would think that maybe it wouldn't go. But once she once I had went back and looked at the inspo photos that she had sent me, she did send me some that had stars, and that's why I incorporated stars. They also had bling and chrome, and that's why I did bling and chrome as well. And then when she sent me that swirl one, I was like, when I saw that she had sent that swirl one and told me she really liked it, I was like, this is the perfect opportunity to tie in those 3D gold letters so that it all makes sense. So yeah, now I'm going ahead and top coating the nails. And then so that there was at least one nail that does tie in with the other hand, I made the thumb exactly the same as the other one. The only thing that I switched was I did some more 3D little lines on the pinky, and I'm adding a little bit of stones and some stars on the other nails. I felt like it all honestly ended up being so cohesive and really works. I really hope she loves it because I know I love them so much. They're so beautiful. These are some nails I would love for my birthday if they like said Pisces on them, because I'm a Pisces, but they're beautiful regardless. And I know a lot of other Aries that saw my nails on Instagram loved them as well. So I'm just really happy when my freestyle creations actually become loved by everybody, because it makes me feel like really confident in my work. So once the nails are actually fully done and I have them all top coated and ready to go, I did file off camera because I usually file on a different day from the day that I film. And I file a bunch of nail sets all together from different orders. So I did go ahead and file them. They are perfectly nice and crisp. I actually love filing coffin nails. And honestly, an unpopular opinion that is very unpopular is that I love coffin shape. It literally looks good on everyone. It like makes your fingers look a little like slimmer. And it makes them look so pretty, especially if you get like a long coffin. I just despise short coffin nails, but any medium or long coffin is always so pretty. And basically I just went in and I'm putting them away now. So I actually never show this part, but I wanted to show you guys how I do it, just to add a little razzle dazzle to the video, because I never show you guys this type of stuff. But I am basically just grabbing my favorite little strips of gel thing. I don't know what this is called. Double-sided gel tape. This is my favorite one. I get it on Amazon. I literally don't know the exact name of it, but it'll be in the description for you guys because it is so good. It's my favorite one. I used to use the rolls with like that red tape, and that one is so freaking annoying. This is way better because it already comes pre-cut, and it is the perfect size for all nails. I've even made size large nails and extra large nails, like really big sizes, and they fit perfectly with this. So if you are struggling with that tape and you want to find a new alternative, these are perfect. They come in sheets, which is really handy, and you don't have to struggle with that annoying roll that gets lint stuck all over it, because that happens to me. And basically here I'm just revising the nails. I did clean off the crystals already with a little bit of acetone and a lint-free wipe. I don't know if I mentioned that yet, but now I'm going in and putting the nails away into the box. I'm putting them in orders from thumbs in the center and pinkies out towards the outside. And basically the hand that says Aries is going to be for the customer's left hand, and the other hand is for the right, because I needed to do it in that order. That way the A from Aries did not have to start on the pinky, if you know what I mean, because then that would look way off. It had to be on the left hand so it can make sense, and the A can start on the pointer finger, and I felt like that worked out perfectly. So I'm putting the nails away here, and then once I have all the nails put away, I basically give them one last look, wipe them off with a dry lint-free wipe to get rid of any extra dust or anything, because I do take my finished product photo after this. Not photo, usually it's a video for reels, since reels are so prominent now, but right here I will also get rid of any extra gel that's at the bottom of the nail too, and because sometimes it's just like bound to cure on the sides, and I just like to take that off. It's honestly so satisfying to do that. And then yeah, basically I wipe them off at the end with a little bit of alcohol if needed, and a dry lint-free wipe, and they're ready to go. I did already wipe them with acetone though, so that's what we did right there. And then this is how they look all finished. And then let me show you like the actual finished product, because they turned out absolutely stunning. This is by far one of my favorite birthday sets I've ever made. So this is how it turned out in the box once they're all finished and filed. I absolutely love them. I hope you guys love them too. I loved making this video for you guys. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to give me a like or subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.